Hey everyone, here we go again. Welcome to this special World Cup last 16 stream, Mexico versus England. The kickoff is almost here. Delayed an hour, but we're getting close now. Should be a feisty game. Hey Clement, welcome. You're staying up late. Very good. The winner of this to play Norway, who knocked Brazil out earlier. 2 for Haaland. Norway were excellent. Their game plan worked to perfection. Their keeper was very good. He made a few really big and very good saves that kept them in it. And they were obviously confident if Haaland got chances, he would put them away. And he finally got a couple and he put both of them away. Well, the second one was a quite far out shot. So, but yeah, what a tournament he's having. So winner of this to face Norway next weekend. And it'll be tough. Norway are no pushovers, clearly. Hey Cindy, welcome to the stream. I will have some images, as always. Cindy supporting Mexico, of course. Clement may be neutral, although I think Clement is UK based. I think it'll be close. I think England might just edge it, but there's obviously playing against that crowd and the altitude. And once again, the England defence is a concern. I think we have to get hold of the ball. That's part of the key thing. I think midfield has to protect the back line and get hold of the ball a little better than it has done at times. That could be key. Ah, okay. Yeah. That's what I like to see, a Mexican wrestling mask. Well, I don't want to jinx us, Cindy. Like, we've definitely got a shot. But, I mean, a lot has to fall into place. It's probably a bit disrespectful to Norway, but maybe the fact they knocked Brazil out. Either England or Mexico may fancy Norway a bit more than if it was Brazil, but then again, Brazil have been disappointing mostly this tournament. So Norway are there on merit and should give either Mexico or England a game. So we can win the World Cup, Cindy, but we've been here before. We've still got a long way to go. You still can't really look past France or, I mean, maybe Argentina. They were obviously lucky to get through the other night, but they're obviously a very strong side. But let's see. My official prediction is England on penalties, but hopefully it won't go that far. Mexico have only lost 2 games ever at the Azteca. So I believe, or they've only lost 2 in 80 anyway. Don't think they've ever lost there in a World Cup. Let to concede in the tournament.
Either Mexico or for a small but very vocal, passionate pocket, pure England. This first part of the show should be something to savor as well. The national anthems.
Our shitty national anthem. Glad to see Saka starting tonight. One of our key players. And Gordon made an impact off the bench last match. So he's probably there by right. There's pressure on your manager, Cindy, I hear. Calls for him to be sacked. Seems very harsh. Well, apparently some fans are calling for him to be sacked. I mean, they definitely won't be if they win tonight, but yeah. Seems harsh to me. And the last time England played a World Cup in Mexico, the hand of God. Least we forget. Yeah, I haven't seen all the games, but some of the opposition, especially in the group games, weren't the best. And I guess they played within themselves a bit and just did enough to get past them. Well, I would have thought Spain are the favourites in that one, Cindy, but you definitely can't rule Portugal out. Ronaldo's still a very good player, despite him not being in his peak anymore, and they tend to be pretty solid at the back, Portugal. Bruno Fernandes plays for them as well. He's a good player. So I'm sure they'll give Spain a game. Gilberto Moro. Only a teenager, I think, isn't he? But one of your star players so far. One concern for England is they don't really have a good backup keeper. Because Pickford has nailed down the starting place for years now. And he's a good keeper, but he's probably coming towards the end of his run. And there's no like ready-made replacement for him. That's a bit of a concern. Well, the atmosphere not disappointing. Booing already just for one touch of the ball. It's a great anthem, Cindy, no doubt. Backhand? What the hell is that?
This will be his final game as head coach at the Azteca. He will be standing there at the end of the World Cup, or will he? This is after all his third Spanish chance. He might be able to get one there.
First yellow, that didn't take long. Little Tommy Tuchel getting irate already. They'll definitely have chances tonight, Norway. Not Norway, sorry, Mexico. Getting ahead of myself. Yeah, England want their wingers to track back tonight, as well as pressing up front. They also want them to help defensively. What a moment for Mexican football. They've tried to get into playing a Quito Pintado, a fifth game at the World Cup for some time. This is the first time since they were last hosts in 1986. 7 of the last 8 have been dumped out in the last 16. This time, of course, they've come through an extra round to get to this stage. Now belling the ball went to Preston and a look for a bit of backup from the midfielders, but it wasn't there. Confident start from Mexico. Very nicely worked. So is that well trapped as well by Gaby. It's Bellingham. 3 around here.
flashpoint. You don't need it there. You just need to be as calm as possible. The crowd has gone berserk. Mexico players are going after the Indian players. You just don't need to have that little bit more attention. That already is. See that the foul is the right decision. Lera getting a good chunk of Jude Bellingham's shirt. A second before that, there was really good defending from Marquini. He read it well. Stepped in, took the ball. If you want to see some good defending. Quick exchange with Anderson, and his hands straight away from contact. The coming from Gilbert Zamora. Seems very diligent.
Bit lucky there, Konza. It was a foul, I think, but he got caught in possession.
Played all the way back to Jordan Pickett. You can see by that pass alone there is no problem at all with the playing surface, despite taking a soaking for hours now. Should see it perfectly. Rice. Anthony Gordon to his left. It's just hanging back for the moment. Gordon wins a corner. Courtesy of Jorge Sanchez. You mentioned that Anthony Gordon was looking in fine form in the kickings. He had some really great strikes, actually. Like I said that to you, the one he
Set pieces should be one of our main threats tonight.
He should be confident that his little cameo against the Congo, because without him entering the action, England might not have won the game. Good Lincoln play down the left door from England. O'Reilly into Bellingham, and then into Gordon getting the corner. Rice's delivery might not have been by and large what it was for most of last season with Arsenal. England need an Arsenal corner now. Something different to Arsenal calling for Kayo Saka. Looks as if it was going into a dangerous area, but it was overdone. And all the way out, every England player ran to the near post, and Saka decides to put it to the far post.
Always a strange one, that, when you decide to play the corner short.
That is something we have been warned about, isn't it?
If it works out, then it's fine, but you can look a bit silly if it doesn't.
Maybe trying to put it into the middle or the near post, but it's gone that little bit further. England in '86 played a tournament the year before to get used to conditions. Same in 1970. No chance for Thomas Tuchel's team to do that this time. They've got to get on with it. It's game. O'Reilly. Gordon. Anderson. I don't mind this guy.
Well, Mexico started pretty strong, but England have sort of got into the game a bit now.
If they want to keep the ball like they're doing, then that's fine.
I think they'll be happy to keep the ball a little bit.
Intense player, he will wave his arm around, he will complain. Mexcio, the little chief, they call him. going to remain unflappable next goalless. It would be Thomas Tuchel. Let's be groups in there. And see back right there. That's Jared Borghetti. Striker who scored many goals and had a spell of wonders after that. A big Sam was pretty well with the role. Same thing again happened there. There were like 2 or 3 England players go to close down, but didn't have the backup again, and Mexico get out. Quiñones, the star from Mexico, but if he keeps on playing passes like that, they're running the goal, but it wouldn't stick. Quiñones, Olympic in the Saudi Pro League, and the season just ended. 3 goals at this tournament. Here's Raul Jimenez. He's got himself 2. Alvarado. There's the Vasquez. He makes a good play. Vasquez brings the pace. Montes the height. 3 towards. The one of Luis Roman, but all the way to the dots of Jordan. Here's on.
Pardon me.
Tries to spring the trap. That's a good ball for Saka. A different sort of touch, and he might have had half a chance. Well, that was a really good ball and a good run from Saka. Just bends it, comes off that right hand side. And the better touch there. Tough one to control, albeit, but promising. Saka has to go into defensive mode. Good chase up here. Well, they've got that. Saka went with it, and a goal kick goes to England. Brilliant.
Did well to keep it in, but oh, don't know about that. I thought that looked like a corner.
By Vasquez. Lever. Gets to Montes. Gordon nearly picks the ball away from Alvarado. Alvarado didn't have a clue where he was, did he? Didn't know Gordon was there. Good. Fortunate.
The Olays are coming out early.
With the in-swinger! What a good save from Jordan Pickford. What a good effort from Raul Jimenez. First big moment of the match.
Best chance so far.
Brilliant centre-forward play for Raul Jimenez. And that's a clever save from Pickford.
That's an old school diving header, that one. Good save by the keeper. That'll get the crowd back into it.
Such a dangerous ball in. Alvarado overthought and whipped it in. Hope someone's going to dive and get on the end of it. Alvarado again, and Harry Kane is there to get this one out of the box. Here it goes back to goalkeeper Rangel. Yet to concede the goal at this tournament. Not to Pickford's confidence, I think the world of good, because he hasn't looked as steady as he normally does in the first few games. A guy of his quality would have been really disappointed that he was beaten for that goal day on Congo the other day. So that will do him. His confidence, no harm at all. Looking through with no flag raised.
Well,
Nothing to do with that, because keep it in as far as Gallardo was concerned. Oh, Hernandez just looks a different striker when he puts that national team shirt on. And that's giving a nod to the goals he scored with Wolves and with Paul. He's been a really handy player in the Premier League, but he reaches new levels. He's a really good header. Really dangerous header. Impressive how he got on the end of it. Right, so. And the challenge of Quinones, and no free kick. There will be one now.
getting feisty.
Take the game in the right place. What's he say, sir? It's the old player that off. Reacted to the crowd on there. The crowd are gone. Reserved every single challenge.
Berserk.
Really sharp down to his left hand side is Pickford. Good, strong hand. 47 international goals for Jimenez. He's 5 behind the record holder of Mexico. One Javier Hernandez, Chicharito, formerly of Manchester United, most memorably in the Premier League. West Ham as well, forward. Rice. There's Colson. Anderson. Rice needs a stretch. The best of passes from Elliot Anderson. Sanchez was motoring forward from right back. He's gone the other way. First with Romo. Now with Quinones.
Good ball.
Mora. Mora's on the return. Checking his shoes. It was well blocked by Rice. There we see a glimpse of the twinkling feet of 17-year-old Gilberto Mora. When he was 17 years of age. Playing in this arena, in this atmosphere. Looking more than at home. His dad also, Gilberto, was a top-flight professional in Mexico, but not to this level. Cesar Montes is taking issue with the award of a free kick that he's holding and banging. It looks at home here too. Why he plays home games most weeks, so he should. Well, it's first part of the job done for England. We said keep them out for 20 minutes. We've taken a really good save from Pickford to do that. The goalkeeper again finding one game. Gordon. Take on Sanchez. He's going to do really well. Anthony Gordon. He's won another corner. He looks ready enough for this game. That's very, very good. Very sharp he looks. In previous games I've said about whoever it's been on the outside, whether it's the right or the left, they have to go on the outside more. And that is a real positive sign from Anthony Gordon. Sanchez couldn't keep up with him. Few players in Barcelona will be watching keenly thinking, let's see how he handles that atmosphere. So far so good. I don't think it's going to be a short corner this time, although Saka is wandering that way. Rice only has eyes for the middle. Declan Rice in. It's going to be out for a throw. Didn't Clement gain by much. Azteca. O'Reilly, he thought Gordon had gone for that one. And actually just wandered away from that exact position. Did he start to go Gordon and then stopped too late? O'Reilly had already thrown it. See how frustrated he is as well. Even though it's not entirely unflappable. Montes. Monson, Anderson, towards Denning, just leaned back into Lira, trying to leave it.
He did well, well done.
And again on the ball. Alvarado. Vasquez. Quinones. It's Anderson, that's come off the referee, and he had to stop the game. It was going towards Harry Kane. And in fact, he says, let's stop the game now and let's all have a drink, which I would think is a good cue for all of you back at home as well. A chance for me to tell you what's coming up tonight, which seems a strange thing to say, 7:30 as in Monday night on BBC One and iPlayer, Portugal against Spain. That should be an absolute cracker, the Iberian derby. And then 22 hours from now, there or thereabouts, USA against Belgium. That has also got a 1 a.m. kickoff. That's Tuesday morning, so tomorrow morning on BBC One and iPlayer. And if you've still got any senses about you at this ungodly hour, you can get involved with our coverage by scanning the code on your screen now. Head to the live page of the BBC Sport app for polls, updates and reactions throughout the match. Let's have your input. And let's have the input of all of you back in the studio. What do you think of it so far?
Yeah, I think it's been a good steady start from England. We spoke about before the game, getting to the fair hydration break. Matt Neil tends to stick the sting out of the game. He's done that really well. And Mexcio looked doing dangerous in the little tight areas, but overall I think it's been a good steady start.
Thank you, Wayne. I think we should ask Joe, shouldn't we? Given that save from Jordan Pickford, Joe, that was top class, wasn't it?
Yeah, Guy, excellent. Big moment for him. I think Alan touched on it. He's had a bit of the tournament's not been to plan so far, but that is an excellent save. Readjusting, getting set. Wayne talked about Harry Kane's timing in front of goal. Jordan Pickford, excellent composure, met the ball beautifully. Top save, big moment for his country.
Thank you, Joe. So, Al, so far, so good. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, I think it's, we said, haven't we? Everyone said it. Everyone who's played here knows how dangerous Mexico are in the first 20 minutes. They try and go after you. They try and take you in. They try and react to this amazing crowd. And England have stopped it, albeit with a wonderful save from Pickford, but it's 0-0 at the drinks break, and they can take belief and confidence from that. Thomas Tuchel now is going through the next stage of Operation Azteca with his England players. It's the third meeting between these nations at this incredible venue. Goalless draw in 1969 that was watched by 105,000 people. Then in 1985, a year before the World Cup, a 1-0 Mexico win. Javier Aguirre, the current coach, was in their team. Just one previous World Cup meeting between these two, and let's hang on to that one. Second group game in 1966 at Wembley, 2-0 England. Bobby Charlton, Roger Hunt. Here's what to make Ellen think. England's players then were on a £60 match fee. That's what we're on now, isn't it? I'll have a thought. Here's Pickford. Up towards Anthony Gordon. Got there.
Oh, well played.
He's kicked it in. And forced a save from Raul Rangel. Well, we said it started well. This is his best yet. Definitely, we've seen really exciting moments. It's not all been defended for England. He's had a very good moment down the left, and that one as well. cuts inside with the right foot. Listen to the noise as another decision goes England's way. Saka had the ball over the top as well. He just had that, couldn't quite get hold of that ball from Geary. But in the minute, I think it's been good from England. I think they've managed the situation. They're managing this crowd very well at the minute. There are times, I don't care who you are, when you come here, there are times you're going to suffer it. You've just got to get through that. It still is one of the favourite phrases of Guardiola, isn't it? For all he's won at Manchester City, week in, week out, you heard him say we had to suffer. Even more so at this level. Listen. Caught out by two. Quiñones was caught out really impressively by Gerald Clancy. Second note of Erling Haaland's exploits earlier in the day. Yeah, absolutely. Let the forwards do that. They want to get they want to score shoot again tonight. Here runs the ball from
Yeah, fair tackle.
This wasn't served. Sanchez. Moore wants to be give and go. It doesn't really on the radar. That's Bellingham getting back in there.
Wow.
Here's Romo. Bellingham would rather show his intentions than the Jorge Sanchez. Moore. We saw the hand for England at the other end with a throw. What's with that? But you're going to have to do that. I say do that, I mean track back and win the ball. Obviously you want to give it back. Obviously you have to do it, track it back. Because of the energy, because of the pace that they're trying to play. Players are going to have to do their job defensively in tracking back and doing that. Sanchez, Mexcio right back has made his mind. I think he sees a chance to get it to Jude Bellingham. He's good. Well done, referee. You're worried, aren't you, about the ball? Yeah, I've just like to look at his body language already and sprinting up to players. And not a fan of that. I know there's a need for it. We already know he's in control. Again before the World Cup. In 2018 in Russia, it was rather inconsequential. It's the Belgium 2, England nil, third group game, and neither side really wanted to win. Wanted to finish second in the group. Didn't help England. This matters a bit more. Romo. So decides not to go backwards. He heads into Saka on his switch. First player to do that. After the rain. Yes. Again, says Sanchez. Clear. I think the run at Saka and early ball in was awkward for Conte. Ball Quiñones, maybe not. And he's out for a Mexico throw. Both wide men, Saka and Gordon have to track back. Sometimes being sits at the back when Mexico are attacking. Vera. Sanchez is starting to make it dark down the right wing. That's really good awareness under his Romo. Good on the ball, Mexico. Encouragement with every pass. This is why they have looked good in every one of their games so far. When they get the rhythm going, they do it with a real joy to their football. scorer. Well, it's how you combine. Same thing again, though. Doing the job defensively. Jonas. Robo, let's fly, and it flies high wide, but Jordan Pickford has plenty to say. That the shot was allowed at all, as he often does in those situations. He wants players in a white shirt closing them down. He doesn't want to be finishing shots from 19, 20 yards.
England looking better defensively so far. Better shape.
Okay. Jordan,
Happy to sit off really a little bit and
really sharp pirouette for Eric Lever. Referee's really letting the game go. You might think would have been awarded a foul in most games. That shirt, right shirt was pulled when he saw it. Gave it. 22 minutes in, England doing as much as they can to quiet the passion of the Azteca. Just one shot of their own, which wasn't properly connected with by Gordon. Easily gathered by Rangel. And that would thing look to improve on now, guys. Defended reasonably well. Good part of the job in quieting the crowd a little bit, if that's possible. And now they look to improve in forward positions. Defensive position for the at stake here, though, it's Quinones. Answer's there on it. Montez. Sanchez.
could easily see this being a 1-goal game.
Sanchez. The ball, nice little lift it to Eric Lever. Montez. Quinones. Columbia ball. Mexican football. Yes. Starting to advance. He's allowed to advance. He's looking for Jimenez. Gordon held that one out. Yeah, just had a little bit too much time on the ball, didn't he? I suppose he was able to get 15, 20 yards further forward, but luckily it was a full cross. He's through it. Romo. Again, Lewis Romo. There you can see he's the general of the Facebook has been. It's a great reaction every time he puts a tackle in, doesn't he? See exactly what his job is. Quinones. Romo. Alvarado. Ronaldo again. Chance to cross yet for Mexico. Alvarado. Right wing, but left footed. Well, that's where the cross came from earlier on, wasn't it? From that side. One that Jimenez got his head onto. Brucey Butler again. Moving towards Raul Jimenez. Pickford gets it. Watched it, kept his eyes on the ball despite the tussle going on right in front of him. And he's just said thank you with that. First of applause to not getting Declan Rice now strides purposely forward. With Saka. Saka across.
Yes!
Got him on the back. The passion of the Azteca now. English. Just too high for Harry Kane, but no matter. Jude Bellingham coming in behind him at just the right time. And it all came from a
Nice breakaway goal. Well worked.
top run to scoring. Absolutely, that's where it started from. Look at Declan Rice, the way he drives forward, then gives it to Saka. And again, not on the inside, but on the outside, gets to the byline and clips a beautiful ball to that far post. A great run from Harry Kane, which leaves Bellingham free.
Good ball and
Not going to miss that.
good midfield run from Bellingham.
High quality ball from Saka onto the running Bellingham. Not sure the enthusiasm of the speaker is going to go down all that well. Stunned into near silence for a moment, this place. Jude Bellingham's third goal of the World Cup. The first goal Mexico have conceded at the World Cup. Anthony Gordon held for the advantage with England.
Come on! Come on! Oh!
England have stepped on it. 40 years ago.
2 for Jude.
Senior number 10 who broke their hearts here. England's number 10 today has 2 in a minute. Just watch the way England go after Mexico. Elliot Anderson wins that ball. Gordon wins that ball. And then I'm thinking Kane's going to go for the shot, but no. He actually pulls it back.
Gordon involved again.
Into Jude Bellingham. But we spoke about England and how it's so important to manage the game and control the game in the early parts in the hope that this can happen. And it's exactly what's happened. What a half this is turning into for them. And as England fans say, hey Jude, the Azteca is subdued. Mexico 0, England 2, Jude at altitude. Well, one was good. 2 is the stuff of dreams right now. And the game begins again. Well, I think it's been almost perfection from England. Yes, Pickford had that save, but the way they've managed it, the way they've controlled it, the way they've played at their pace has been superb. It really has. And they deserve it. They said the one thing they might have to improve on because they defended well, they battled well in the midfield, was perhaps in forward positions. That is the perfect answer to score 2 goals. Put yourself in a really, really comfortable position. Mexico 4 games, 4 clean sheets before today. Mexico have not conceded a first half goal in their last 15 World Cup games before today. How about 2 in just over a minute? They will try and head back. There's that man Bellingham again. Starting to find his swagger. Well, he lead one on for Kane. And Kane's just repaid the compliment. The Mexico fans now are trying to rally behind their team, but you should see the England supporters soaked to the skin, having to wait an extra hour for kickoff. And for all of them, and for all of you back home, putting in the hard yards on the night shift. Worth it though, isn't it? Damn right, it's worth it. That brings Mexico a free kick. It's not every single player is playing well and playing their part. Yes, Jude gets the 2 goals, but it's the way they work it. It's been so impressive. It's a good free kick. Any balls, all hands on deck for England defensively. It's a really good ball in. Finish! Quinones has launched it into the roof of the net. Mexico getting business again.
Game on.
What a delivery that was! What a game this is! I'm just about to say try and get into half time with keeping net 2-0. But the ball is linked in. Mexico concluded that it could have been a closer a penalty.
Probably important to get one back before the break
So well for Quinones.
for Mexico.
Yes, and he doesn't make a mistake. The volley is into the roof of the net.
Good finish.
Absolutely right. We have got an incredible game on here.
Welcome back, Cindy. I mean, I thought you were crying because of the 2-0. But yeah, it's raining goals.
Mexico won't get that corner. And he decides to put his flag up rather late. Word in the ear. That's all throw. One by Vasquez. Now Sanchez will get round the back of Gordon. O'Reilly's seen him go there. Sanchez surely got the last chance he did. It's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, well done, Nico O'Reilly. I know exactly what Sanchez was looking for. He's not getting anything for that. Mexico 1, England 2. A game that was a decent watch, was absorbing, it was tactical, it was playing out the way England wanted it to. And then bang, 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 it has sparked into frenzied life. Incredible game, incredible atmosphere. Big goal for England that was, and just somehow got to try and stay.
Okay.
I said try and get through to 2-0 at half time. But it's so important you don't give anything else away before half time. And this attack was spot by a brilliant interception from Gallardo. Here's Alvarado. Right foot there with Quinton. They both went for it. Gerald Quinton just has to get rid. They're piling on the pressure. Mexico.
Could be quite a high scoring game at this rate.
They're reacting to the crowd again. Now the team on the up. And they've got 5 minutes. That's what the board said. 5 more minutes before the break. Pickford goes back. O'Reilly gets something on it. Anderson a bit more. As hard as it is, England have got to see this half out. 2-1. Something that they didn't do. Seems ages ago now against Croatia to kick things off. There's Sanchez. Anderson on the launch away. Here's Lira. Quinones tackles with and beats Quinton. It's quite wide. I'm going to be honest, I expected him to score. It's great play from Quinones. The way he holds it up and just puts it into the path of Raul Jimenez. Just can't get this strike away that he wants. He stuffs it with the left foot. They're hanging on England. That looks for Kane. Kane hands it on for Bukayo Saka. Saka hasn't managed to keep it in. It's going to be a goal kick. There were so many positives from that England performance to go 2-0 up, wasn't it? And now all of a sudden, Mexico get that goal and it all changes.
Two 0 always a funny lead.
Great strike. Against 4 goals for him at this World Cup. It's definitely got plenty of momentum. It's a definite agree. Saka's got left hand foot. It's a bottom area. He started with the Mexico throwing. Bernardo just caught it, didn't he, at the top of that boot? It's wobbling around.
Probably England's best performance so far.
Alvarado, it's another beauty.
Oh, good save.
With another beautiful stop. That was flying in from
At least in the first half.
something similar from the left again. He whips it in, and that's a brilliant header equally.
Yeah, good header.
Good save from Pickford.
Probably a good height for the keeper,
Dangerous combination.
but still good save.
Coming back on the left foot to cross it in. He's got that lead now. 2 good saves from Pickford. Sanchez is unmarked. Edge of the box, number 2. Going to curl towards Jimenez.
Oh,
Oh, what a goal! I can't believe that did go in. Montes at the back. And Bellingham gets the hero treatment from his teammates. What did he get on this? Oh, so he should, because he shouldn't be free in there, Montes. That's exactly what he gets on.
sloppy marking.
To get back. That is a certain goal if he doesn't track back and make that crucial tackle. England are hanging on to half-time here. Roberto Moura to take the corner. That one is headed away. There he goes highest. What a game he's having, Jude Bellingham. I mean, all of them are playing really well, but Jude Bellingham, goodness me, he's been absolutely everywhere already. Two brilliant goals, and without doubt, he stopped his team from seeing no one would track him back and making that important tackle. Sanchez. Skinners. They've got seconds to take their lead into the interval. Quiñones.
They move the ball very well, Mexico.
Oliva. Montes with Alvarado waiting wide again. Quiñones. Pickford started to come for it. It's kept in. Gordon gets in between two. And takes the full touch from Jorge Sanchez. Free kick England. That should do it for the break. He's good at that, Anthony Gordon. You can see him just have a little look, step across. Lola Sanchez is coming into him. And he did. What a half that's been. And it is half time at the Azteca. Jude Bellingham with what? We barely had time to draw some thin air breath before he had another for 2-0. But Mexico roared back. A thumping volley from Julian Quiñones. And at half time, recharge your glasses. It's Mexico 1, England 2.
Well, that's what everybody else has. 45 minutes, 50 minutes in football.
England were absolutely outstanding. Yeah, I think that they can improve on, but in terms of the way they sat in and the counter-attack, that is what England do really well. Rice driving from midfield, Kane linking up really well, Bellingham being that guy to score the goals is absolutely outstanding. This is what we wanted. This is a game that we all thought it was going to be.
This is an absolute belter of a game. Oh, I wish I was in that stadium. The energy is through the roof. Just when you thought England had silenced them, for them to come back and score that goal then, and that absolute backs to the walls, right? Last 5 minutes. But they dug in. Big save from Jordan Pickford. Good defending, Jude Bellingham. Can't wait for the second half.
Yeah, important that they went in not level at the break. Important that they at least held on to that advantage.
Yeah, I thought he done really well to get to the hydration break, and then after the hydration break, he come out with a little bit more energy about them, England, and then obviously get the first goal and then continue with the second ball. The last 5 minutes there, he was a little bit nervous, but the first goal for me was key, and it was such a good goal. When you watch it, there's 4 aspects to this goal. I think Jordan Pickford gets the ball, so now he plays a really good throw out to Declan Rice, and this is brilliant, driving with the ball, getting England up the pitch, and then you've got Saka holding his weight, staying out wide, and then committing a full-back goal on the outside goal, 1v1, and Jude Bellingham, really good movement here, and gets in the middle of the goal, and it's a really good header. But if you watch here, the connection and the togetherness of Jude and Harry Kane is really important. So as the ball goes to Saka, you see Harry then starts going towards the back post, to then make this run to the front post, and then Jude...
I'm probably going to go and see it tomorrow.
So that's stuff when you've got a front two and you've got a partnership you work on in training, and it was a beautiful goal. And
But the quality of the ball was really good, though, wasn't it, as well, Wayne?
yeah, no, we've said this, haven't we, in the previous games, having wingers who can go on the outside. And I think having someone who can go on the outside makes it easier for the forwards to then have that timing of the movement.
And then Jude Bellingham with the second goal. And England thought at this stage, this is it. We've silenced the crowd, and they put themselves comfortably in front.
You know what's so good about this goal is the way they jump. I talked about England being a little bit passive, but Anderson there, and then Gordon ready to pounce. And then can you make the right decisions? As Bellingham plays Kane, you think he's going to shoot. He makes the run, and then he taps it in, because you're all expecting Kane to shoot from there, but he makes a pass. And I just love the energy. There's always a time when you should press, and that was a perfect time to it. And then the goal is just absolutely outstanding. It was dreamlike at this point.
98 seconds between those goals.
But Kelly, that is a team. I'm seeing a real team unity. Harry Kane, everyone in the stadium was bracing for him to shoot there. A brilliant ball across. His connection with Jude Bellingham is right up there. 2 top players put England in a great position.
And this is how the England fans at Watchalong celebrated that second goal, because at that stage they felt, as you guys did in the studio, that might just be enough to give England the cushion from which they could go on and build. However, the way that they played after going 2-0 up, did it make you a little bit nervous, even before the Mexico game?
Yeah, and as I said tonight about seeing the half out and going in and not conceding the goal was so important, and Mexico get the goal, and then all of a sudden you get back to the wall and you think, well, can we get in at 2-1 here? And so I think the response from Mexico was brilliant, but I just think it was a soft free kick when it
It's never a free kick.
which the referee gave, but yeah, it was back to the wall, so it's
Saka there, it was absolutely brilliant there. He does stop the cross, and then he don't even touch him. He's so soft. It's not a free kick, but then you've got to defend it well, and England didn't defend it well enough there. It's a really good finish.
You watch Jude Bellingham, he switches off a little bit, and see he loses his man, and then he doesn't react quick enough, and he might have been able to stop it, but he just switches off that split second, and sometimes that flipping switch can cost the goal.
Brilliant finish though, and that set the stadium alight. You could feel it here. I mean, we're going to see the celebrations now. They are that out of this game. They're a really good team. It's been an excellent first half performance from both teams.
4 goals in this tournament then for Julian Quiñones, who's now Mexico's all-time joint top scorer at the World Cup. I have to say, England were kept in it by Jordan Pickford as well. At one stage, there was a spectacular save from him.
This is a dream World Cup save on the biggest stage. It really is. He'd already made an excellent save off Raul Jimenez earlier in the game. Jimenez here in the middle, gets good contact. Look at that. Great timing down to his left. Really good moment. Felt like England needed to get to the water break at 0-0. That was a key part to it there. Excellent timing. Such a composed save. Jordan Pickford can give off the impression that he's very much caught up in the emotion, but trust me, that is an excellent save. He doesn't throw his hand at the ball. He waits for it to come to him. top save.
I'm out, bro. Roller coaster.
But it has been a roller coaster, and the reason is from an England point of view, there's been some incredibly nervy moments in that first half, particularly at the 2-1 up for England. Mexico created a lot of chances, but there were chances throughout that first half for them.
Yeah, the win the first contact, but then Jimenez, he's just alive. He don't get a clean contact on it. If he does, it probably goes to the back of the net. And this, we were just all cheering in the studio, weren't we, when that went wide.
Good bodies though, good commitment, and this is a big save before half time. Again, I talk about a dream save in that top corner. He's gone with his top hand. Great feet, excellent composure. Again, he's such a sharp goalkeeper when he's on it. Makes it look relatively easy, so it's a top save and a big moment for his team.
Wow. But this again, Jimenez there, winning the first contact. But Jude doesn't switch up on this one.
Yeah, but he uses his man against him. He uses his man, but then he reacts brilliant. So I think just having that concentration right from the start when the set piece is taken, he doesn't have to do this work. He reacts brilliant.
He don't react though.
Yeah, no, listen to that concentration.
Are you a bit concerned about the number of chances that we're up in this game, particularly as we head into the second half with just that one goal advantage?
He's nervous, but I think it's been a really good performance from him. I think with the conditions which we spoke about before the game, with how brave he's been, to get players forward and to the box, but also they have looked a little bit more compact. The one thing where I think they have struggled with is we're crossing the box with set pieces. So that's what I'm saying, we need to keep that concentration on set pieces.
So while you've been impressed with England's first half performance, let's hear now from Thomas Tuchel's assistant Anthony Barry. Well, Anthony, your team had some frustration as to how the team managed the game at the end of that half.
No frustration. A full throttle match. Every minute feels like the 90th minute. We prepared our players and up until the first water break, it would be a difficult game. We would have to sub it here. Mexico always start the game fast. We expected it. We knew at the water break that 0-0 would be a good result for us, and it was. From there, we had the quality to come into the game. Our two biggest moments, and one of our biggest players scores. Jude does what he does. And then from there, it's disappointing to concede a goal from a set piece. You'd like to make it to half time at 2-0. But we never. The opponent's playing well. It's a good game, and now we're 45 minutes.
It's a really difficult line that he tries to Anthony Barry when he gives these interviews, because they've been genuinely quite revealing, which presumably is not what the coaching staff want them to be.
Yeah, he's a scout and he's honest. So he's an honest guy, and so he's just saying what he sees. And it's quite refreshing.
He looks sprung out, to be fair, after that 45 minutes.
I bet he is, because obviously that's a tough job to be assistant and he wants to be there with the players, giving the details and giving the information, talk to have to come out. It's great for us, but to have to come out and do that interview is tough.
Now, from our team in the studio to this one.
I'm ready to go. This World Cup, the Mexcio comedy team on BBC iPlayer.
Our next live game is Portugal against Spain. That's tonight at 7:30. You should be just about able to stay up for that one on BBC One and iPlayer. Coverage of Wimbledon continues from 11 a.m. The Football Daily podcast is available to download. You can listen to that on BBC Stand. And England 2006, the Golden Generation, is available to watch on iPlayer. One of the stars of that documentary even had his own show.
Do you have any relationship with Assange?
Yeah.
It is the British countryside speech here. What did you say? Finding ways.
I believe in marriage, which is why I'm done it by church.
I must always say, no matter what.
Generally, I don't know how handling something without it.
Very brilliant.
With England leading Mexico by 2.
So the last time England played Mexico was 2010, and they won 3-1. There's a picture on the screen. Wayne Rooney involved. Could be the same score tonight.
It's just incredible. It really is a pleasure to be here. I've never seen anything like this in my life in any football stadium that I've been to. So it's great to be here. It's even better when you see them put in a performance like they have done for the vast majority of that half. They did the tough part, which we all thought the first 20 minutes, keeping it quiet. That was what the manager wanted them to do, and they did that. Go and pick for that to make a good save in doing that. But then they played their way into the game. They managed the situation, I thought, really, really well. And if you just have a look at Bellingham's header, the way he comes from, and the movement that he makes to get past the defender, but to make sure he gets on the end of that Saka cross is incredible. And I think that's where we can get our success. I've been crying out in the last 4 games for our wingers, whoever they've been, to go on the outside for instead of taking the easy option, which is cutting inside and whipping it with the other foot. The harder thing to do is to go on the outside. Gordon's did it on the left-hand side, and Saka did it brilliantly when he just did that beautiful ball for Bellingham. It's just a shame that for the last few minutes they conceded and put themselves under a bit of pressure. But they're going to have to do exactly the same in the second half as what they did in the first half in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, Alan, they're certainly trying to keep the atmosphere going inside the stadium, even though it's going through half-time. They've got a live show on, they've got the music playing, and they're trying to keep that air of positivity for the Mexico fans. How does England tighten up to make sure that Mexico don't get the quality of chances that they got particularly towards the end of that first half?
Well, it's going to be tough because with this quality of opposition and atmosphere, I've said during the first half, during the commentary, that you're going to have to suffer at times. But when they did do that, Pickford bailed him out. As I said earlier, I don't think he's had his best tournament, but he's certainly making up for it tonight. He's made 2 brilliant saves. And when they get through you, you're going to have to rely on him because they're not going to keep them quiet for the first 45 or whatever it is, 50 minutes now.
Alan will be back with you very shortly for the second half. Thanks very much for now. So, all to play for in the second half. Thomas Tuchel's given some really important half-time team talks in this World Cup. Certainly in the opening game, the England players have spoken glowingly about what he said. What would you be saying, Wayne, if you were the boss going in at half-time?
Manage the game. This second half is all about the game management, and I think, we know Mexcio are going to come out of the game and try and start the second half quick. Can we manage the game, slow it down, frustrate the fans, get the fans on the Mexican teams back, and then at the right moment, pick the right moment to go forward and try and get that third goal.
We've talked about the importance of in-game management. England obviously have a deep bench that they'll be able to use in the second half. Where do you think they'll be looking to make changes, if and when they do?
100%, and that's what Thomas Tuchel will be saying. He believes in this squad and they believe in each other. I think England can make the better changes. I think both wingers are going to run themselves out. Incredible defensive work they're putting in as well as their attacking work. I think they're going to need help in midfield. That's a really tough role. Everyone needs to be ready. Every single player on that squad needs to be able to represent that.
I think it's just about concentration as well, getting the distances right. In terms of the way the first half panned out, England went a little bit too deep at times, allowed them crosses in, and really good crosses, definitely with Jimenez as well, winning the first contact. So it's just about keeping concentration and going forward at the right times.
But I think that's fine when you go deep, because as long as you stay together, but it's very important when you're deep and you're defending your own box, there's still pressure on the ball. So you have to make sure there's pressure on the ball. We don't allow them to get crossed in the box where they look very dangerous.
We did say that Thomas Tuchel will be given an important half-time team talk. The England players still not showing any signs of coming out for this second half, so he's clearly got a lot to say to them. But that man there, Raul Jimenez, has caused real problems.
It was really sharp game from the day and Conte. They're going to have to be so aware of it. I think his balls in have been excellent, but England have looked solid. They're going to give up chances, of course, they are in this kind of atmosphere and Mexico good team.
I think what's different in today's game is Rice is playing to his strengths, where he's driving from midfield. Bellingham is arriving late. Kane's picking up when he needs to. Saka's staying wide and putting crosses. So in terms of what England have done, it's been all positive, but they just need to make sure that
There's only one match tomorrow, I think, which is Spain-Portugal. I'll probably watch it. I don't know if I'll watch it when it's on. I might catch up with it later on.
playing Conte as well. They would have played someone like Spence in terms of what he wants to offer going forward. He did leave gaps at times, so Pogba just
will face Norway in the quarterfinals of the World Cup after they beat Brazil earlier on today or late yesterday. With you for the second half of this one.
Yeah, well, technically, USA Belgium is early hours of the next morning in the UK, so I wasn't really counting that. But yeah, your time. Yeah, I might as well. I might do a stream for USA Belgium. We'll see.
He's come on as captain as well because he's taken over from the centre-back Cesar Montes, the 6'5" towering defender. So presumably Montes has picked up some sort of injury. So Alvarez on now with Fenerbahce of Turkey, for whom he's had a really injury-disrupted season. I think now with he's technically been on loan for West Ham.
Oh, okay. That was in the last game, wasn't it? I didn't watch the last game.
The only question really that is up for discussion right now. Mexico 1, England 2.
Oh no, I did watch it. I sort of had the sound down, I think, but I did watch it, yeah. Their knockout game, yeah.
Allowed to roll behind for an England goal kick. This is where the anxieties are on the rise, on and off the field. Certainly understand that. It's the biggest of the lot, isn't it? Desperate to get through. Split, fighting forward to chase. Easy enough for Rankel. Things have got a bit foggy, though. Ask anybody to adjust the pictures. Fireworks go off just before they start of the second half. Still lingering. Struggling with the thin air as it was, now with a bit of sulphur to inhale. Baskets. Miller.
Whether it's England or Mexico, who play Norway, that should be a good game.
Sanchez. Also stopped by O'Reilly at the cost of a throw. Baskets. Gallardo closed by Saka. Thought that he might have been making way during the interval. He looked towards the locker rooms as he was about to call them at this tournament. When things warming up during the interval, Ollie Watkins was having a run around as well. And deep to it by Lira. The dangerous Quiñones. Get far, blocked by Gay. Jordan keeps that in. Now he's got free space to gallop into. Decided to not take up that option. It's Kane instead. Nicholas Quinter in support. Well, we got the ball too far. It was about 40 yards, wasn't it? I've seen you try them on there before. Here's Gordon. There's O'Reilly.
Oh,
Missed by all in the middle. Saka. That was a bit more than shoulder to shoulder, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It's just a throw in. It was missed by all as well. Brilliant from O'Reilly. Keep trying to get there. Saka's hanging out.
oh, that's a cheeky dummy
I anticipated that.
from the Mexico defender.
Should have been in there. Should have been attacking it.
Quick bit of thinking from him.
Okay. It's going to come to Nico O'Reilly.
Oh, oh, good strike.
Cross. England are on the attack at the start of this second half. Might not have got the connection that he wanted, but it didn't matter. O'Reilly, because he gets it power on it. The keeper goes down really slow. He's so unlucky that it hits the post and comes back out.
Positive good start to the second half. Second. Kwanzaa. This game. Golden. Rolling in the box. Golden pulls it across for him, but it was an uncomfortable to take under control. Lira. Well, the approach at the start of the game, Alan, was to contain, to keep it easy and slow in their own half from England. Now, it's to frustrate Mexico another way.
Yeah, you can see this huge belief down there that they can go and get another goal or two. And they're going to have to. Keep on doing what they're doing and keep opening Mexico up. Chances will come.
You got that. Here's the target. Danny. He is a target now. For every Mexico player, but look at the way he wriggles through. Magnificent from Jude Bellingham.
Excellent play.
Stopped in his tracks on the edge of the box by an Edson Alvarez challenge.
Oh, the confidence that he's playing was incredible. He just goes past 3 or 4 defenders with ease. Great skill. They can't get anywhere near him.
Lira. Robo. Really good ground made up by Gerald Kwanzaa. He got the tackle right.
Great tackle.
They might be down, but I didn't see anything wrong with that. And now here's Anthony Gordon. Saka's making his way into the middle. Gordon, he's been upended. And that is going to be a free kick.
And it's all going off on the touchline.
Oh, it
They're
is.
scrapping, they're punching, they're doing whatever. Because the Mexican bench, they think it was a terrible tackle from Kwanzaa. It wasn't. I thought he timed it really well. He had to go in and he had to win it. But that bench didn't agree with the tackle. They were all causing chaos for the England bench as well.
Javier Aguirre stands calmly to try and make his point, but they weren't very calm behind him. There was a real coming together. Oh, I tell you what.
I know he gets the ball, but his foot is high. There's no doubt about that.
He comes off the top of the ball and gets planting into the left leg of Gallardo. And they might not have gone around it the right way, but the Mexico bench had a point.
They did. The first viewing has got to have a look as well.
This could be trouble for Gerald Kwanzaa in England.
I thought that
VAR. It was a dangerous tackle.
and take the ball, but he's taken the ball with his left knee, but he's gone really high with that first right foot.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a nasty, nasty challenge. I think he'll be fortunate if he gets away with this, because it looks horrible as well.
It hasn't taken long for the referee to have a look and make up his own mind. Let's hear what he has to say. I fear the worst. There we go. England have been able to try and do this, and then like Gerald Kwanzaa becomes the 4th England player to be sent off in a World Cup match. Well, let's bring in our refereeing expert, 2010 World Cup final assistant referee Darren Cann for his verdict. Darren, what do you make of it?
Yeah, it's a clear red card, John. Kwanzaa does play the ball first.
Can't really complain with that.
He goes through, and you can clearly see the start.
It's unlucky, definitely got part of the ball, but it was a dangerous tackle. Too high.
13th player to be sent off at the World Cup, and this is 100% a red card.
Thank you, Darren. Thomas Tuchel is already trying to rejig the tactics that Mexico crowd are right now. The right back curse has struck again.
everything England have done in that position has just gone wrong, hasn't it? Right back, whether it's not being able to get players onto the pitch to play it now, or injuries, or whatever.
And England have looked unsettled defensively, and they've had makeshift fullback, so it's another problem.
Gets it away. That's just a foul. There's no more than that. Exactly. It's brilliant play from Harry Kane, though. The way he watches that ball, the way he's got the line on it straight away. I know that's his job at that front post, but he did it really, really well there. Everything for England. The original tackle, from Kwanzaa, I thought was one of those sliding ones. So a little deflection on the O'Reilly shot. That's what carried it closer to goal. I thought he didn't strike it as well as he wanted to. We'll just go back to the red card. When he's sliding in there, I thought he took the ball first. I know he did, but you can't challenge that. When I saw the replay, we were worried that was going to happen. And you can't complain. It is a red. England had it all to do at the start. They have a lot more to do now. Mexico had the extra man, but let's not forget, as things are, England had the extra goal. This is going to be hard. Mexico understandably right up for this now. Well, he hasn't changed anything at the minute. Thomas Tuchel wasn't clear to bring John Stones on. Yes. Sharp again until the shot. That was dropped. Now England will make the change. Who's going to be the player who has to make way? It's going to be Bukayo Saka. John Stones will come on, presumably to go alongside Gahey at centre back, and Esri Konsa will play in that fated right back role. Well, if you are going to have a sub to come on in this situation, you couldn't ask for one with a great deal more experience than this one. You're going to have to use all of that experience. Just when I made a positive start to the second half, I'll be positive now. Gordon gets in front of the keeper.
Penalty.
Penalty. Anthony Gordon just too quick for goalkeeper Raul Rangel.
Oh, that's just what England needed.
Crazy twist in this tumultuous contest.
With their backs against the wall.
Good centre forward play from Harry Kane. If not given the defender the opportunity.
Similar to the one the other day that wasn't given.
How quick he is onto that when that ball falls to him. Look at his eyes on the ball there. And his reaction to get to it first ahead of the keeper. There's no doubt about that one. And he wins that penalty for England.
Yeah, more clear cut today.
Referee's now getting a little bit more agitated. He's asked them twice. As Harry Kane waits to take possession of the ball and to try.
Well, to quote a wrestling commentator, yeah, it's gotta be Kane.
What an opportunity this is. Said about them making a good start. And then the red card, and now this. Goodness me, it's had everything already this game, hasn't it? Bellingham has the ball, but he will give it to his captain now. Scored at the second attempt in game one against Croatia. Stuttering run, made the keeper leave his line. Almost looked as though it was planned. Not a problem second time round.
Surely over if this goes in.
Cup in 2022. time on the yard box. I think it was Vasquez. Goalkeeper Rangel has been sent off for that before in his career. So Harry Kane, with the pressure of a nation on his broad shoulders, he's been there before.
Yes.
There is nobody else in the whole wide world of football you would want for your country in that situation. Cool, calm, deadly. Look at the eyes. Look how far.
Look at the eyes.
Pitch it spot. Keeper goes the right way. No chance. Brilliant penalty.
The race for the golden boot goes on.
The job is far from done yet. Mexico are making a change. Thank you too, in fact. Both in midfield, Gilberto Mora and Luis Roma have been replaced. They're putting on the Milan striker, Santiago Jimenez, and Brian Gutierrez has also come on. So two midfielders off, two forward players on. That's how it's got to be for Mexico. We know what's got to be done by England. What an opportunity to find themselves in. It's a great reaction. Said how tough it was going to be, and it still is. Still a lot of work to be done, but they've put themselves into a really promising position. Against taking himself to 6 goals at this World Cup, one behind the terrific trio of Messi, Mbappe and Haaland. And you would have been watching today, you know that. He's been called out as Kane. Free kick England.
Referees had a really good game.
World Cup goal, Harry Kane.
Not an easy game to referee, this one.
It's okay. Up to his feet again. The free kick is taken to Anderson and back to Marquez. That's misplaced. That will fall for Gutierrez. He will find Quinones. Support from Gallardo. Gallardo's cross is absolutely smothered by John Stones. Welcome to the game. What a block that was. Nero. Pickford decided that's it, and it was. It's Gutierrez again. This time it's blocked by Bellingham, and Pickford has it in his gloves. Mexico inquiring about a possible Bellingham handball. Gutierrez straight on as well. Pickford's alert. He was for the punch as well. He had to come and clear it. Just need a bit of attention. Alan, is pressure still for tires? Oh, goodness me, what a game. I think it's for other things as well. As Gordon makes a break. It's really well timed. Going to do a lot by himself. Stopped by Johan Vasquez.
Yeah, Gordon having a great game.
Even his movement there for that ball, the running behind was brilliant. And he's going to have to do more of that. Because when he can get that ball, that's going to be the outfall for him. Quinones. There's Anderson. Straight away into Santiago Jimenez. You can hear the England fans now. Quinones. Gallardo. That's nothing the other way from Ponce Stones. Hooked on it. Ball behind. Mexico corner. Good positioning. There's all of that experience there with him. Close it, well, handed away again. Alvarado. Jonas.
Good ball.
Really good bowling. Flipped it towards Alvarez. Came on, trying to hook it away. Mexico appeals. Arms outstretched by the players, so the crowd joined in, and Elchin Jonas has got a free kick way back. Forced to the floor by Bellingham. I think the ref's putting on a good display of trying to show he's in control, but it must be getting more difficult.
Well, we've mentioned pressure before. He is going to be under huge pressure because this crowd are getting on to him for everything. They're appealing for everything. He's going to have to stay as calm as anyone. That's what they were complaining about. They thought Keane had clipped Gutierrez, but he hadn't.
Sure you'll enjoy this one. It's equal another record of Henry Kane. It's now 6 knockout goals in the World Cup, level with Mr. Lineker. Yeah. And good. Mexico free kick. There's a VAR check going on, which is told for a possible penalty, and he's going to go and have a look at it. Well, that's what the Mexico players.
Cindy, you might have a lifeline.
This is the referee who in the French Senegal game, seems an age ago that, was advised to go to look at the screen, and he stuck to his original decision. What about this one?
That's a kick of the foot. That's not a penalty to me. Feels clip his foot in there, but not enough to give a penalty. Good to me.
Is that a clear and obvious?
I don't think that's a penalty, no. Would be harsh.
We might be looking at this thinking, I missed it in real time.
Well, as you said, we had him in one of the first games, didn't we? When we didn't give him back the penalty despite going to the screen.
Let's see how he is now. Strong shot. Very sharp.
He's given it.
A quick work from Derek.
Seems a bit harsh, but there you go. When you say you don't like penalties, do you mean the shootouts or do you mean penalties in general? Because there has to be some punishment for failing someone in the box.
On this occasion, is the correct decision. Penalty kick.
Big boom all around the country now.
I don't agree with that. I don't think that's a clear and obvious error. The referee didn't see it. It's a little touch in there, not enough for a penalty.
Well, here we go then. We've never had this much drama. Just got 3:30 in the morning, have we?
Well, Pickford's had a good game, so maybe he can save this.
Who knows what happens from there?
If not, it's game on again.
He scored his last dozen penalties that he's taken for his country. None have been as important as this one.
Oh, yeah, good penalty.
He gets his goal, and he slots it into the corner. Mexico 2, England 3.
But it's just seen Harry Kane stick his penalty with and really, really calm at the other end. And he is exactly the same. What little stop-start run-up and Pickford went a little bit early. Then he took his side. It's into Pickford's right. And again, very much like Harry's. It's a very, very good penalty.
It is, but you see them missed as well, Cindy, and or keeper saved.
Quickly as he could. He wasn't far away, but far away enough. 3-2. You saw the goal celebrated by the great Mexican boxer Canelo Alvarez. His team have got back up the canvas. England trying to land another blow. Roll to the ball. Right,
It being an open game has definitely suited England.
I did tell you this referee would play a big part in the game, didn't I? You've had that feeling since breakfast. I just think because of the situation, because of the atmosphere, the energy, and everything else in this stadium, it's going to be very, very difficult for a referee on this occasion. And that's proven the point. But as we should say, it's the right decision. It's the right decision. It was certainly the right penalty from Hernandez. Well, I didn't think it was the right decision. I didn't think it was a clear and obvious error. I didn't think there was enough to turn it over. He gets the red card right, absolutely, albeit by going to the screen, fine. But I didn't agree with the penalty that he gave to Mexico. Let's go against the general ethos of the competition, which has been minimum interference for maximum benefit. And as the players broke the hydration break there, Jorge Sanchez has got a yellow card after claiming that he'd been struck by Nico O'Reilly. Let's just stay with this just for a moment. It is a booking for Sanchez, and that's how it's staying. He's saying, you can see quite clearly, saying that O'Reilly elbowed him. Let's hope VAR don't get involved for this one. This was worth staying up for, wasn't it? Just a bit. Really tough environment. The referee's running over. I think he's giving O'Reilly a yellow card as well, just yes. He has. It's a yellow card for Nico O'Reilly as well. So here is the second half. Hydration break, and I think we'll all be.
Okay, back in a minute.
So the first tonight, you might as well pull the arm up all night and all day. Who goes straight through? It's Portugal against Spain. That's on BBC One and I play. What a game. I'll watch this one. And then 1 a.m. tomorrow, I don't think you can quite go the whole lot without any rest. The United States against Belgium. And that is also on BBC One and I play. And look at the QR code on screen now. If you want to scan it and have your say on who's stood out for you, you can with BBC Sports Player Rater. And we just need to take a breather for a moment. So let's bring in Joe Hart to take the reins from us.
Gentlemen, yeah, my thoughts on all three decisions. I think the referees come to the right decision. I know Alan's very keen to say that wasn't a penalty. And obviously, everyone's got their opinions, but I felt every single one that I saw, that including the penalty that we got, as soon as I saw the replays, my heart was in my mouth. I thought Wonder deserved to go. I thought Kane didn't get anything with the ball. The whole ball he got took out. So tough, but it's going to be a heck of a last half an hour.
Thank you, Joe. It really is. Never have I been more thankful for any sort of hydration break. I tell you what, he was running out of breath at half time, and he's not even at this altitude. Mike, what do you think?
Oh, what a game. I'm absolutely loving it. I know back home for us, it's half free, but the energy is still there. I just want to talk about the penalties. I mean, the pressure penalties, Kane stepped up, took it to the left of the keeper, absolutely brilliant. And then the moment for Jimenez, stepping up for his country, slotting away. What a game we have. I'm thirsty for more.
Thank you, Mike. When are you going to get more? One more quarter to go. The elbow of Nico O'Reilly there. We can't actually see that right now. But that's what's being looked at. The hydration break probably came at the right time for that as well. Yeah, it did. Many times for England to take a break. And then here we go. Reinforcement needed at the back to try and see this through. There is going to be a memorable moment in Dan Burns' career. He's coming on for England. It's Elliot Anderson who's gone off. So one from the engine room goes, and one to bring valuable height at the back comes on. Nico O'Reilly's actually gone off, so that's who Dan Burns will ostensibly be coming on for. Jed Spence coming on as well. Those are the two England changes. Can they see through to the final? Well, the clock says 74. 30, I know that, but we get the 16 minutes. It's going to be more like 26. minutes of this game.
That's it, England. If you want to make it boring and kill the game off, you bring on a player called Dan Burn. It doesn't get more mundane than that.
Puts his foot right through to get rid. We get the ambitious England football now. One across to Gallardo. Big deflection on that. Pickford's watching it. Oh, Pickford has it taken away from him by Dan Burn. Getting away with each other then. Did well on Pickford. Lera with the switch again to Gallardo. Also have to try and beat him and stop him. Gallardo in. There's Kane. That was cool. So too from Bellingham. As tough as it is, that's what they have to be careful of now, is that they've got that many men up back defenders, is that when they clear the ball, you've got no one up there to try and keep hold of it. And it's just coming straight back at them. Gallardo, this is going to be a theme for Mexico. Ball out to him, ball into the box. Gallardo does it again. Acrobatic attempt from Santiago Jimenez. Probably not what was required there. No. And each other's weird, isn't he? And again, England clear it. And again, Mexico come back. Alvarado. As soon as he Spence as well to stop it the second time. Lera. Up goes Thompson. Gallardo. Quinones. Also trying to stop it. Alvarez. Gutierrez.
That's a good ball.
Gutierrez fancies this, and Thompson. I'm absolutely sure that it wasn't going to get far.
Konsa's had a decent game.
Who heads it away. That's what we're going to see. Ball out wide, crosses in. They come again. Lera. Gallardo. Gallardo should be able to get it over this time. He does. And Spence decides he has to do that. I think he did. Behind for a corner. He did. They're under huge pressure in on there to be some result that they're able to hold on here. Mexico to make another change now. Sanchez is going on for the ball. Just before the last break, Hidalgo comes on and he scored in injury time. Well, Mexico's 3-0 win against Czechia.
No, but you have to remember, Cindy, that realistically England have a lot more quality than Mexico. And it was about managing the occasion for England, and because they managed to do that so well and then get the breaks and the quality showed up front. Yeah, I mean, Mexico have played their part, but I mean, it was always, if England played anywhere near their potential and they could manage the occasion, chances are England were probably going to win. And it's far from over, obviously, because you'll have the added on time as well. It's been a good tournament for Mexico, no matter how this game ends.
It is attack with defense now. It is. And that's the way it's going to stay. Defending for their lives. Hard work. The reward is huge if they can get through it for England. Lever. Alvarado. Once he didn't get it, telling him to drop back. And gets the thumbs up from Declan Rice as he boots the ball out of play. Here is that next change. Quinones going on, so it is more or less like the line. On comes Kimo Martinez. Well, not quite. He is. I don't think that's a centre forward. He's won a goal there. More firepower. Will go long. Hope it stays away from their own penalty area for as long as it can. Well, that's how they got the penalty with Kim trying to battle and strike and thinking knock the pieces like Gordon.
I think overall this is England's best performance of the tournament. This and Croatia, but I think we've been a bit better defensively tonight. We've controlled the game better. But there's still worries defensively. If we came up against one of the really great teams, which we will eventually, then those concerns will be there. Of course, we'll be up against Haaland next if we win this. One of the best strikers in the world.
Another one to be put into the box. Will it roll down from the corner because Conser made the block? England think it should be a goal kick. Well, yeah, it does. Intervene in the. Oh, they have done. Yeah, it is going to be a goal kick. Conser was right. He went straight to the referee to see it. Didn't come off him last. Here's this brilliant tackle from Jet Spence. Brilliant. Wouldn't find a way. Conser muscles his way in front of Raul Jimenez and was held back. Free kick for England. Two really good pieces of defending from Conser. One, like you just saw, where he actually got the goal kick for England and really, really strong there. Not giving Jimenez any space whatsoever. Got the free kick.
Rice hasn't had the best game for England. I think he's still a bit hit and miss fitness-wise.
Too much for Kane. Now Mexico World Cup and come at speed.
The team made the run, but that pass was on identity.
Alvaro gets it across to Alvarez. Another run for Alvarado at jet expense. Another left-footed ball into the box.
Oh,
Mexico appeals for a penalty. Rice wanders away with it. Gagey. Into Mexico territory.
More heroic defending from
And that's still there. Still there. This is going to be the issue. Not just the balls in the box, but what happens once they're in there. Fidalgo. Tickford. Commanding his penalty area.
for the second time.
Fidalgo again. Alvarado. Lira. It's collected by Raul Jimenez and he's met by John Stones and now Bellingham. Well, the flag is up for offside, so England have a free kick anyway.
Everyone's playing their part defensively, and they're going to have to.
And that's what they're asking for.
Brilliant. Lot of Gahey, no space whatsoever. Pickford coming and taking a bit of pressure off the defenders as well.
He decided to do things the other way around and they're just getting up. Dear me, you made a bad call.
Tell you what, we're throwing everything at England. At the minute, though, they're coping with it. Doing it so well, England. Sticking together. Getting the body in front of everything.
You look at the score, I think that gives you a good summation of what's happened. You've only just seen the half of it. There will be a full rerun starting at 7 a.m. Mexico 2, England 3, England down to 10, Gerald plans to send off. There's Gallardo. Gallardo in Stones stays balanced. Constant. Bellingham. 1 eye on the game, 1 eye on the clock. Davis coming around the outside. Hold by Alvarado for now. Jake Spence trying to do a good job on Alvarado. As he likes to put in and push that foot in. Here's Lira. Does come in left-footed and burns there to fling himself another way. Now it's Fidalgo. Stopped from shooting by Bellingham. Kane stopped from advancing, but no for a Kane. Jimenez. And to Gallardo. Gagey's header. Then one from Gordon.
Getting on the end of everything. Balls are raining in. Every time they come forward.
Gutierrez. Fidalgo. Fidalgo shot it straight at Pickford. He's been wanting to try that for a while.
maybe Cindy. It does feel that it's
Good strike, but straight at it.
then it's certainly bigger in the US than it's ever been the game. It will never really replace, the traditional sports because they just have so much history. But definitely probably bigger than it's ever been.
Also wins a free kick. We are in the 90th minute at the Azteca. The imposing Azteca Stadium.
One of the commentators the other night was saying how when the USA had the last World Cup in '94, at times, you didn't even know there was a World Cup on, traveling around the US. Very different this time.
Free kick Mexico. We'll wait to see the ball, and here it comes, and there will be a minimum 11 minutes.
11? Oh, I didn't expect that much. I knew it would be quite high. Wow.
Alvarez with the next cross in. Pickford does really well with another one. He does. You don't realise how much pressure that takes off the defenders when he's able to do that. Such is his ability. It's been a huge
Pickford's had a great game.
At this point, I don't think there's anything wrong with a rugby union kick for touch. Ronaldo. On to Gallardo. Lira. Hidalgo. Now Gallardo. Too strict toward him to try and close down. Hidalgo. Gallardo with a bit more room now. On Conta. Mexico corner. As hard as it is, they're doing it so well. Stopping the crosses. When the crosses are going in, they're heading it out. All the keepers coming for it. Brian Gutierrez to put it in for Mexico. Pickford decides it's his, and it was again. There's Fidalgo. Gutierrez. Rogers it comes, and Gutierrez, I think by seeing Rogers start to offence, has panicked a little. That's a terrible ball in. Much to the relief of him and the England defenders. 2 minutes down, 9 to go. We're at the tunnel with so much England. Talk about the altitude, the conditions, the atmosphere, the energy in this stadium. So if, and I know it's a big if, they can get through this, it would be ranked as one of England's greatest performances, I think. The way they're battling and sticking together, it's so impressive. They deserve it. As you all know watching, they haven't got it yet. Alvarado. England at 10, Mexico at 12, 11 plus the 70,000 around this wonderful place. But now here's Jude Bellingham, who thinks he's seen the keeper off his line. He did. He got it on target. But that was about that. Yeah. And it's coming straight back. Lira. Alvarado. Baskets. Ronaldo. Decided to do something different all game. Cut inside, do something with his right foot. Ronaldo, I'm not sure what he's thinking there. Trying to have a shot that far out with the right foot.
Bit wasteful the last few minutes, Mexico.
England done. It's been offered up to all the gods. There's something that the Aztecs could do for the Mexico cause. Mexico 2, England 3. 4 minutes of the 11. And passed by. And it was Mexico 4 times 2, but that's what it's got to matter. Ronaldo. Alvarado. Ronaldo again. Another swinger. John Stones got the call from Pickford. You don't have to bother. I think he just managed to duck his head out of it. They'll keep doing the same thing, Mexico. On either side, left and right, at the minute. Those England players are dealing with it. Admirably.
Yeah, a bit predictable. Probably running out of ideas, running out of energy. Obviously, it's hard when you're playing against a team who's putting players behind the ball all the time, which England have to do.
But he's in his way. They won't be away fast. It's what he was brought on to do. Near Hidalgo falls where it gets it. Gallardo. Alvarez. Declan Rice charges into it. Somebody's performance.
Well done.
Still going, still pushing, still closing down. With an armband on now, Harry's gone off. Whereas the player was brought by West Ham replaced Declan Rice for the window Arsenal. Now he's again Edson Alvarez. Nearer to Alvarado. Alvarado. Just making sure he doesn't have the angle. Hidalgo. Over to Gallardo. Concentration levels at the max for England players. That was Jimenez. And he got just underneath it. Pops it over the top. Another attack. Comes to nothing for Mexico. Yeah, that's a difficult chance, that though. He's actually walking away from goal. He's got to swivel his body around to try and hit it with the right foot. But still, England's shape is good. Still, they're looking strong and defending well. It goes long, and Rodgers kicks it in. And wins a throw. As we come to the taking. 7.5 minutes of the 11 added on the clock now. Bellingham. And with a corner. He's got to throw it. Well, if you can't win a corner, get the throw in. And Andrew Clark, the assistant referee from Vasquez, gets him a booking. It's another one for Jordan Henderson for interfering from the touchline. Bellingham. Rodgers. Still behind for a throw. Byrne leaves it for Gay. He's going to go all the way back to Pickford. Rodgers has his eyes on this. Vasquez with him. And back with goalkeeper Rangel. Just both of us are next to keep swiveling to the top either side. Oh, one to the left, one to the right. We're both doing the same thing. How long's gone by? Jed Spence, another really good tackle. Got behind the corner, but he had to stop the cross. Something working on. Burns done his job up to now. Stones has. That guy there has. Jed Spence making crucial tackles. Desperate at times, but got to do it. And they're doing it well. 2 minutes to go. It's 10 versus 10 just for the moment. Swung in flat.
Well,
Still a danger, but Pickford makes sure that at least a bit of it is alleviated. That's a dangerous ball in. Just hits Jed Spence as well, you know, and falls kindly for Pickford. And I'm looking for Jude Bellingham. I think we could give him one of those. Absolutely stuff. Ran himself into the ground. Well, as he rolls. And the mission Jordan Henderson's looking. Mexico will come. Until their last breaths in this game. Spence got a touch on that. Burn. Away will do.
Vasquez. Another one will go over to Gallardo. Jimenez was stopping Conte from getting after him as quickly as he wanted to. Hidalgo. Alvarado. At the back is Jimenez. Bellingham will give chase. He's held away from the ball by Eric Lera. Gutierrez. Hidalgo. We're counting down in seconds now. Cross is stopped by Gordon. Brilliant. Still at it, still closing down. Gutierrez finds a way out to the right to Alvarado again. Jed Spence can't stop that one. Jimenez! And it's just bundled behind for a corner. John Stones! It's perfect. What a tackle. What a tackle, John Stones. And I've talked about the substitution coming on.
Well done.
What they've been asked to do, but they've done it so well.
This is it. Last chance.
One last opportunity. Goalkeeper's up. Raul Rangel has come forward. Up goes Dan Burner, flicking away. Jimenez back in. It comes off Gay. Another heroic block. It's behind for another Mexico. Just look at the attitude of the England players. It's absolutely incredible. Putting their bodies on the line, chucking themselves at everything.
Guess it wasn't the last chance, but this definitely will be.
Here we go again. Plugging dangerously. Pickford gets rid of the ball. The referee goes to his whistle. One of the greatest results in England's World Cup history. Mexico do not lose here.
Well deserved.
On their patch, not in their temple. They do tonight. A first ever win against the host nation. A first ever win at this arena. 40 years on from the hand of God. The hands of fate have smiled this time.
Okay, bad luck, Cindy. Good tournament for your team. Just didn't quite do enough tonight. Thank you. Okay, well, since it's getting so late, I'm going to head to bed soon, so I'll probably end the stream quite quickly. But like I said, I might do a stream for USA Belgium tomorrow. So you'll have an interest in that one, Cindy. So one of your teams can technically still win the World Cup. Okay, have a good night, everyone. Thanks. See you soon.